morning, everyone. It's a very, very nippy 35 degrees here at Maritime Gloucester. And we've got a great episode for you. And I figured what I'd do is I'd try and borrow something different from Fuji, which I haven't done before. Well, I guess I did. The XS10 is kind of different. But I wanted something different, so I borrowed the X-Pro3 right here. And I borrowed the old 2314 because the new 2314 is not available to borrow yet. But I'm going to tell you, I've had it for about a half a day, and it's got some very interesting features to it. And I thought you'd be interested in seeing what I had to say about this particular camera. So we're going to do about 4 episodes with this. And today we're going to go around and just shoot some handheld stuff. Well, this camera really is a handheld camera, so we're going to go out and try some different pictures, and they're still getting ready for winter here. My favorite spots aren't really winterized yet, but we'll see what we get, and it's just to roam around and take some photographs because the light's real low. It's really early in the morning. It's about 7:30, and I'm cold, so let's see what we get. But you know, the way I have this camera set up, it's like shooting with my Leica. It's rangefinder style. I've got it set up to show the frame lines for the 35mm lens, or I should say the 23mm lens. I've made this shot before, but not with this camera. It's kind of interesting shooting with the frame lines on a digital camera. It's kind of interesting. I'll tell you about this viewfinder. This viewfinder on this thing, it's a hybrid viewfinder. So you flip this switch one way and you get the electronic viewfinder, and you flip it the other way and you get the frame lines for 23. The unfortunate thing about this camera is that once you get up past 23, it doesn't. All it gives you is little yellow arrows around the outside. I'm going to show you that right now. So, let's see if we can go find some more interesting things to shoot. Although this is kind of cool here. I kind of like this stuff. So we've got some really interesting shots right here. And I'm continuing to use the frame lines instead of the electronic viewfinder. I'm trying to use it really as a kind of like my Leica. But we'll see. I haven't shot anything at 1.4 yet, but I've got it set up like my Leica too. I've got it set on let's see, on aperture priority. So I'm letting the camera figure out what the shutter speed is, and I've also got it set on auto ISO, so the camera's figuring out what the ISO is as well. Interesting. This is really interesting. This is really kind of nice here. I really like the way this is. So I may never get up again. And shoot this vertically. The light is really interesting on this. Boy, you know, I really want to see what that looks like, but I don't want to cheat. really cool. Really, that's really interesting. So a gig is really a boat that was used to take the captain back and forth to port and to do other things around port, and it was carried by the larger ships. It's really kind of an interesting picture here. Let's see what we get. Well, the light's really beautiful on these dories down here, but I can't really find a good shot of them as they get the buildings in the background, and I really don't want that. And I can't get down to the door. Well, I suppose I could now that I think about it, but I don't think I can get a good angle on it. I got a shot of these guys here, but it's kind of busy, and it's into the light, which I don't mind. I love it into the light, but I'm not going to be, I don't know if I can get a good shot of it. I'm going to try though. So I got some interesting shots over here. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and use this hybrid viewfinder on this. Use the breech lock here with the 23, and I'm going to shoot some at 1.4. See what we get. And I have the focusing assist set to split image, which is more like my rangefinder on my Leica. So we'll see what we're going to get right here. We're focusing on a little, I'm going to see if I can show you all this, but you got to focus on a little square on the right hand corner, and that's a little bit tough to do, but you know, just got to get used to it. It's just all muscle memory, you know. Some other stuff here is kind of neat. Focusing on this area right in here. It's kind of jumbled. It's an interesting experiment. Focusing at 1.4 with the focus assist in the right hand corner. It's a little teeny square, trying to put the lines together. I don't know, kind of cool. So there's another interesting shot here. This boat going this way and that boat going that way. You see what that looks like. Thanks for joining me down here at Maritime Gloucester. Got some interesting pictures with the X-Pro3 and the 2314, and I gotta tell you that I really kind of starting to enjoy this. It's just different. I mean, it's way different. But I like the optical viewfinder because it's showing me everything around it, and to get enough digital information about what's going on in the camera, the shutter speed, the ISO, and the f-stop and all that. All the information is right there for you. And this is just a first impressions type video. I've got thousands of first impressions videos on this particular camera, but the best thing about it is that I found that I kind of like it, and getting used to it. We're going to do more videos on it, but so far I'm really kind of liking it. It's just it's just different. And a lot of people don't like the a lot of people don't like the fact the screen folds down in the back. I don't mind that, because I'm treating it like I'm using a film camera, and I'm keeping it shut. If I want to look at something, I can look at it through the viewfinder in the back, but I haven't even done that yet, so I don't even know what they're going to look like. So, hey, if you wouldn't mind, if you really enjoyed this video, and by the way, thank you so much for watching this video. If you wouldn't mind, give it a like and a comment, and really subscribe to the channel if you like the way I do things. I'm doing things a little bit differently than everybody else does this stuff. A lot of the other people do these things, just sit down at a desk. They don't even get out in the cold or the heat and work with the camera and really know what it does. I'm a professional photographer. I do this stuff every day. And that's it for this week, and we'll catch you next time.